welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to the Even Stevens movie, which came out in 2003, so let's get to know this cast. Shia LaBeouf was Lewis Stevens, Christy Carlson Romano was Ren Stevens, Donna Pescow was Elaine Stevens, Tom Virtue was Steve Stevens, Nick Spano was Donnie Stevens, Stephen Anthony Lawrence was Bernard Beans Aranguren, Tim Meadows was Miles McDermott, AJ Trauth was Alan Twitty, Margot Harshman was Tawny Dean, Fred Myers was Tom Grabowski, Dave Coulier was Lance LeBeau, Keon Young was Chief Tucka, Lauren Frost was Ruby Mendel, Kenya Williams was Monique Taylor, Jim Wise was Coach Tugnut, Eric Ty Hodges was Larry Beal, Walker Howard was Lalo, but his real name is Patrick Green. Josh Keaton was Mutai, but his real name is Jason Holstead. Kyle Gibson was Gil. George Anthony Bell was Principal Conrad Wexler. Tony Dugan was Keith. Matthew Yang King was Scott. Danielle O'Loughlin was Brooke. And Jody Howard was Cynthia Mills. Now we move on to the facts all about the Even Stevens movie. Number 1, the backstory. This is a 2003 American Disney Channel original movie that is based on the Disney Channel original series, Even Stevens. The movie premiered on June 13, 2003, serving as the series finale. The movie drew an audience of 5.1 million viewers. Number 2, the reception. This movie was the most watched cable program on June 13, 2003, including dominating among children ages 6 to 11 and tweens ages 9 to 14. Number 3, home media. The movie was released onto DVD and VHS on June 28, 2005. Number 4, awards and nominations. At the Directors Guild of America, this movie was nominated for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in Children's Programs, but it lost to Eloise at Christmas time. At the Young Artist Awards, Margot Harshman was nominated for Best Performance in a TV, movie, miniseries, or special for Supporting Young Actress, but she lost to Emily Clark for My House in Umbria. Stephen Anthony Lawrence and AJ Trauth were both nominated for Best Performance in a TV, movie, miniseries, or special for Supporting Young Actor, but they both lost to Jamie Johnston for More Than Meets the Eye, The Joan Brock Story. Josh Keaton won Best Young Adult Performer in a Teenage Role, and Christy Carlson Romano was also nominated for that category. Number 5, bonus facts. This movie is similar to the Lizzie McGuire movie in that the main character was just graduated from junior high and goes away from their home to a foreign area. However, this movie was not released theatrically, making it a Disney Channel original movie. This movie takes place 3 months after the events of the episode Surf's Up. This movie marks the series finale for the show since it wraps up the storylines of each character. Ren's boyfriend Gil was actually introduced in one of the last Even Stevens episodes, Surf's Up. After Twitty is captured by Miles on the island, he says that his name is Lars Honeytoast, which is the false name he gives to the illegal shoe salesman Scabby in the Even Stevens episode Quest for Coolness. The name of Tom Grabowski's boat is the SS Doris, which is a reference to Tom's mother, Doris, who was often mentioned and seen in one episode. Shia LaBeouf filmed holes in between wrapping the series of the show and filming of this movie. The movie marks the first time an original comedy series on Disney Channel has inspired an original movie on the channel. The reason why Even Stevens was canceled was because back in 1998, Disney Channel enforced a 65-episode rule on its shows, where no show, no matter how popular, can go over 65 episodes, so that's about 3 seasons. There are 4 reasons why this rule was implemented. Reason number 1, Disney stars have quick expiration dates. The Disney Channel can't follow them through high school. The shows had to be shot fast before key actors outgrew their roles, and it becomes harder for the young viewers to relate to their characters. Reason number 2, Disney Channel's programs are typically geared towards 9 to 12-year-olds, otherwise known as tweens. They start watching a show at age 9, and it ends by the time that they're 12. So once they're 13, they would have graduated to channels aimed at teenagers like MTV or Freeform. As these shows live on in reruns, new generations of tweens can discover them and grow up with them, thus expanding these shows' fan bases. Reason number 3, the episode limit would allow an episode to be broadcast each weekday for a total of 13 weeks, which is 1/4 of a year. 4 different Disney Channel shows would be able to be broadcast within 1 calendar year by following this standard. And reason number 4, Disney actors initially signed 3-year contracts, and after 3 years, actors could renegotiate. But Disney did not want to pay its stars like that. The rules did upset many fans who start to get vested in their favorite shows, only to have them end so abruptly. The rules were officially discontinued in August of 2004 when Disney ordered additional episodes of That's So Raven, but still Disney Channel shows don't go over 4 or 5 years. When Lewis opens Chief Tucka's pantry, you can see Real Good chocolate bars in the bottom right section, which is a reference from a season 1 episode, Deep Chocolate. When Twitty escapes in disguise after being held in a wardrobe trailer, he unplugs the cables, causing the family fake-out show to cut out. In the diner back in Sacramento, the TV switches from a family fake-out to a local crafting show where there is a lady painting Easter eggs. In real life, that is Jody Howard, who is the wife of Gary Marsh, the president of Disney Channel at the time. The movie shares similarities with the movie The Truman Show, which came out in 1998. However, there was an original story where the Stevens family go on a cross-country trip and they stop at Mount Rushmore. Lewis goes mountain climbing, he digs too deep and breaks off George Washington's nose. Everyone in the country would be outraged and looking for him. His friends would then meet up with him and they would all be on the run. But when the writers pitched this to the head of the Disney Channel, he had recently seen The Truman Show for the first time and told them to basically make the kid version of that. So the writers went along with that idea instead. In the graduation scene where the beach ball full of spaghetti explodes, Jim Wise, the actor who plays Coach Tugnut, the gym teacher, was nearly knocked out cold when 2 large bins full of spaghetti was dumped onto him to achieve the special effect. Shia LaBeouf was 16 during filming, but his character Lewis was supposed to be around 13 years old. Christy Carlson Romano was 18 during filming, but her character Ren was supposed to be around 14 years old. The movie's working title was The Stevens Get Even. During early development of the movie, the writers and producers were pushing for this movie to have a theatrical release. But they were told that Even Stevens was not popular or successful enough to get a theatrical role, and that Disney had already spent their money on the theatrical release for the Lizzie McGuire movie anyway, which came out that same year. The reason behind that decision was the Even Stevens compared to a fellow Disney Channel series, Lizzie McGuire, which was the network's highest rated show at the time, and greatly surpassed Even Stevens in ratings, popularity, and reception from critics and audiences. And there you have it, all the facts to the Even Stevens movie. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.